Everything's ready.
Fresh fruit
Whenever you need me, I'll be there. Let the show be... to me! All of it! Whatever it is. What exactly is it?
You can't run! You can't run! Judgment! You can't run! Punishment!
Lights out. dance! There are a few interesting trinkets here.
Judgment!
We should keep moving, but watch your step in the snow.
You can't run! Zip.
There are a few interesting trinkets here.
Huh? Go, go, Barry! Judgment! You can't run!
Lights out.
No one escapes my sight! Judgment!
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the... Thank you for completing to...
Go take a look.
Welcome to the Cat's Tail. Ah, it's the Traveler in Paimon. What a nice surprise. Oh, and And Sucrose the Alchemist. It's been a while, hasn't it? I'm afraid I've already told you before. Fur from the Cat's Tail staff is not for sale, no matter how much Mora you offer.
Don't worry, Margaret. We're not here for that research project I told you about last time.
Sucrose, what kind of experiment were you trying to do with...
I just wanted to test out some hypotheses. Actually, Margaret...
Genius invocation teeth. You see, more and more...
Allow me.
My mistake. So it seems I haven't introduced you yet. This is Prince and Shuyan. They will be in charge of taking...
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. The average player is incapable of grasping the subtlety and...
Wow!
How can you use such a crude word as animal to describe the one and only Prince? He is special and the only one of his kind. Oh? What's that? Shuyan.
It seems he really is capable of...
Seriously, how can he get all of that from a simple meow?
Yes, it was the sacred duels of genius invocation.
So...
Somehow Paimon doubts that.
Anyway, though I'd love to explain more myself, it's time for my daily walk.
Just as a seasoned warrior can foresee the path of his opponent's sword, so too... That's what...
Oh, Prince doesn't want to play with us, huh? Fine.
I'm sorry, but from the day I met the mighty Cardmaster Prince, I swore an oath that my hands would live solely to hold the cards and not to play them.
If Prince is unwilling to play...
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. What is it? I'm pretty busy over here, you know. Why is it that every player that sets foot in here to play Genius Invocation TCG has to have a drink? Ugh, seriously. Games and...
What can I say? Anyway,
Oh, why are we letting... Looks like my first...
My dear, you are quite mistaken. You said it yourself. A prince speaks the truth, Diona.
Could it really?
Sure, why not?
But Shuyan is destined for a far...
Shuyan!
Ooh, oh. Okay, let's go through the rules. First things first. You'll be needing your deck, so place that on the table.
Deck?
Yes. You should have built a deck. You know, a set of cards that meets the bare minimum requirement to play the game. What's with the blank stares? Come on. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without bringing any cards. Yeah, we need a practice deck. Can't you just let us use one? Psh, there's no such thing. Okay, let me think. Oh, that reminds me. A few days ago when I was closing up for the night, I know...
Are you sure that's okay?
It's already been a few days and he still hasn't come back to claim them. Who knows? Maybe he left them here on purpose. Oh, okay, yeah, I got them here with me. You know, just in case the customer came... All right, so now we have 2 character cards. That's everything we need, right? Yep. So, are you ready to start? All right, then let's begin. Welcome to the world of Genius Invocation TCG! Simply put, this is a game where you control character cards to duke it out with your opponent. Pew, pew, pew! Once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, Victory shall be yours! Now then, you're gonna need a character on the field to start with.
Let's go.
First, we roll 8 elemental dice at the start of every round. These dice correspond to elemental energy. We'll be spending these dice to perform actions. Once the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action phase, where the real game starts. During the action phase, you can spend elemental dice to perform various actions. Of course, the most common action is to use character skills. Not bad. You just made your first attack. During the action phase, both sides will take turns making their moves. After you use a skill to attack your opponent, and as you can see, once the enemy finishes their move, it's our turn again. Now, these are Omni-Element dice. They can be spent on any move regardless of the elemental type. So, we're gonna use them to pay for the pyro dice needed for this skill. That was pretty good. That's one opponent down for the count. Bam! But the game has only just begun. Remember? As much as we'd like to attack again, seems like we've run out of usable dice. In that case, let's end this round. After you end round, you won't be able to do anything else this round. And once everyone chooses end round, we can move on to the next round. All right, here we are, and a fresh new round means time to roll the dice again. That's how we're gonna get the elemental energy we need, after all. Ooh, that's some terrible luck. Well, there's no way we'll be able to use Diluc's skill now. But don't worry, situations like these are why we have the option to re-roll. Once per round, you can select all the dice that you don't like and re-roll them. When the action phase begins, the player who first chose end round in the previous round, this means that since you finished first the last round, you'll be the first to start this round. Alrighty then, let's learn a little bit about energy and elemental bursts. Each time you use a skill, your character will gain 1 energy. Once D-Luke's energy is full, he can use a powerful elemental burst. But we're still one short. Never mind. Let's start with the normal attack. D-Luke's normal attack only needs 1 pyro die and 2 other dice of any type. In any case, your normal attack needs fewer pyro dice than your elemental skill. Now we have 3 energy, plus we have enough pyro elemental dice left over. It's time to use your powerful elemental burst!
Burn!
In an actual game of Genius Invocation TCG, you need to use multiple character cards to form a party. Next up, it's time for your second character card, Kaya, to take the stage. It seems like any move by Kaya is going to cost quite a lot of cryo dice. When you deal cryo damage, you'll cause your target to be affected by cryo.
Dodge this!
Good! Now our opponent is affected by cryo. This is a good time to learn about elemental reactions. Different types of elemental damage affect enemies with different elements. When a character is affected by certain elemental combos, an elemental reaction will be triggered. At the moment, your opponent is affected by cryo, so we should try and use a pyro skill on them. Looks like we have to switch active characters, though. Oh, that reminds me. Both sides must have 1 active character, while others are considered standby characters. Normally, we can only use the active character skills. Now, if we want to use the skills of our standby, in this case, we'll have to switch to D. You can spend 1 elemental die of any kind to switch a standby character to the active character.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Switching characters is an action, just like using a skill. So once it's done, it's your opponent's turn. Most skills can only target the active character. As you can see, your opponent just attacked D-Luke. Alright then, now that D-Luke is our active character, because the opponent, when triggered, meld increases damage. This will allow you to deal loads of damage in one go! right! Next up, let's learn how to use card types other than character cards. These cards are all known as action cards. Each time a match starts, you have to draw 5 action cards to form your starting hand. Uh-oh. Looks like we don't have any elemental dice we can spend to make an attack. Seriously? We still don't have any usable dice even after that reroll? Well, never mind. Even in cases like this, we can still attack. We just need to put the action cards in our hand to good use. Don't underestimate action cards. They can grant all kinds of support and buffs to your active character. Take this one, for example. So playing this action card will require 2 of these. See the symbol? Yeah, that means you'll need to play elemental dice of the same type. Some other cards will cost you these instead. The cost requirements for these are much more lenient. You can spend any kind of elemental dice. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, though. For now, just play this action card. So, playing an action card from your hand is a form of fast action. Fast actions do not end your current turn. Simply put, you can continue to act even after playing an action card. Well then, you have your blade. Time to test it out. But wait, Diluc's elemental skill costs 3 pyro dice, and right now, we don't even have 1. Well, not a problem. This is where we can use a more advanced mechanic known as elemental tuning. By discarding 1 card from your hand, you can convert 1 elemental die into the element of your current active character. Sometimes, you won't be able to perform any actions you want to because you didn't roll the elemental dice you wanted. Oh well. Moving on. Ingenious Invocation TCG. Keeping up a constant flow of combat is much more important than the number of cards you have. In this case, well, let's just take all these useless cards and use them for elemental tuning. Just like playing cards from your hand, elemental tuning is a fast... Come on, hurry up! Use elemental... Well, would you look at that? Finally, we now have enough elemental dice to use Searing Onslaught. Because you have the White Iron Greatsword equipped, Searing Onslaught will deal 1 extra damage! Now comes the final part! Hoo-yeah! In a real match, you can make adjustments to your initial hand. At this time, we can select any number of cards in our hand to shuffle back into the draw pile, and then draw the same number of new cards. What? Once you have confirmed any adjustments you wish to make to your starting hand, both players have to select their starting active character at the same time. Oh boy, this one's a real doozy. We gotta take it out pronto. Let's see how you do this time. Remember, start by selecting your initial starting character.
Let's go.
Hey, look at you! You sure are getting the hang of these rolls. Now let me teach you one last trick. Free of charge. You can preview your opponent's actions. I mean, that is to say, you can read their intent. Check it out. So here's where you can see all your opponent's intentions for this round. All your opponent's intended actions for the round will be listed here in order. Reference this to come up with effective countermeasures and easily defeat your opponents. Well then, that's the end of the tutorial. Wait. There's one more thing I almost forgot. Every time you hit an end phase, you get to draw 2 cards from your action cards pot. Remember, you have to make use of both your elemental dice and your action cards to win.
Ready when you are.
Dodge this!
All right, cool. What we just played was an adventure challenge designed specially for new players. Genius Invocation TCG, but the rules are all the same. As long as you understand the basics, then you should be able to take on any of those rowdy booze hounds.
Although I feel there are still many details to grasp, I think I understand.
That was quite the detailed explanation. I didn't know the Cat's Tail's famous mixologist had such an eclectic skill set.
What? Oh, when did you get here?
I stepped in while you were in the middle of your explanation. I hope I didn't dampen the mood.
You snuck in without making a sound. Anyway, what are you doing here?
The Cat's Tail is a player in Mondstadt's alcohol industry. Naturally, you have some collaboration with my winery. I'm here today to discuss a few items of business with Margaret.
Too bad she just left. But if you head off right now, you might still catch up with her.
Never mind, it's nothing urgent. In fact, I think I'm now more interested in this card that you're using to teach them the game.
Wait, this card? It's Diluc's character card!
Although I have some degree of experience with Genius Invocation TCG, seeing this particular card is a first for me.
A customer left it behind a few days ago, but he wasn't even playing the game while he was here.
Oh? And what sort of a customer was he?
He wasn't wearing an eye patch, okay? He had a light complexion and a super...
Eye patch, you say?
Gah! I was trying to give the opposite description, but I just ended up giving it away. Sorry, guard captain.
Don't worry. Somehow, I don't think he'll be giving you any trouble over it.
So, what about the Diluc character card?
I don't mind. It's just a card with my image on it.
I didn't expect Diluc to be familiar with Genius Invocation T.
The game has been catching on lately. It's hard to go anywhere without hearing it mentioned. Every now and then, I'll sit down and play a game with the customers in Angel's Share. I was hoping we could play a game, but this issue of it's getting late, and someone has some explaining to do. Good. Then I'll take my leave.
You know where the door is. Don't let the door hit you where Lord Barbados split you. Uh-oh. Guard captain.
I hope well...
Ooh, 2 new players having their first ever duel. But in order to play an official duel, remember, a complete deck has to have 3 character cards.
Then, let's use my cards. These were mixed in. Now, it looks like we each have the Kaya, Diluc, and Sucro's character cards. So, alright, let's do it.
Unlike the adventure challenge you tried previously, duels are true tests of strength between 2 players. In a duel, you're at the same...
want to help.
This will be interesting.
Stand clear! Animal Tech 6308! Animal Tech 6308! Dynamo hypostasis emulation! Stand clear! Need to make adjust. Darn. I didn't factor that into the equation.
Freeze! Dodge this!
Absorption test!
I'm not done.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. My research has failed.
This will...
Okay. One character card defeated.
Freeze! Freeze! Don't push your luck. Don't get frostbite. There can be no excuse for defeat.
I can't believe I lost when we had the exact same character cards. The rules must be more complicated than I first thought. Every decision is a difficult trade-off.
That's not how the rules work.
Oh, I am sorry, but it was a fun match.
Paimon didn't know you could get so competitive, Sucrose.
I always get a little upset when I lose. It's like that with my research, too.
Playing cards is no...
But...
a losing... Besides, Sucrose, you're already
Thank you.
good. Having fun is the main...
Definitely be...
Alright, I think you should have all... Burning Mondstadt's wine industry...
I see. So you have now grasped the rules of Genius Invocation TCG.
That's right!
Becoming a TCG player is not as simple as that. Sobering words from Prince there. But I'm afraid he's right. To become official players recognized by the Genius Invocation TCG Society... Yes, although to be...
So...
The duel you just played, I agree.
Same way you can...
A well-trained ear, Sucrose. Ah, yes, my goodness. Completely slipped my mind. I'm lucky to have Prince here to remind me. Everyone who wants to start playing Genius Invocation TCG is entitled to claim a free casket of tomes.
Oh, Timaeus mentioned it, didn't he? It was from the light novels he's been reading.
Oh, that's right! So the cast...
Well,
Oh! Hi, Monkey, guess what you're gonna say next? The reason...
that would mean an extraordinarily high number of people in history have been turned into disembodied souls as a consequence of playing card games.
Darn! What a letdown. Alright, now let's...
All caskets of tomes are issued by Margaret, probably for the... Okay, so go and see Margaret to claim your casket of tomes.
But even for the traveler,
Excellent plan, Pray.
Hello, you three. Has little... I see you're here for your...
so this is a casket of tomes.
That's right. A purpose-built...
Yeah, well...
True. So I'm glad that these customers... You're not wrong.
All right. In that case, thanks.
Today's recommendation is...
Ad Astra Abyssal.
back to that.